I don't know why this morning, though now it's noon. Just thinking about the cosmic joke of my life, I suppose. And what am I looking for, right? What have I been looking for my whole life? If I had to dig up all this shit on the Hopi Indians and the Aztecs and Vishnu and the eight immortals of Taoism, of Chinese, and go. I have a folder that has like more than 5,000 symbols. Probably have 3 or 4 folders. It has like pictures of every famous person that I've ever been interested in, and every tarot reader too. And I have over 3,000 videos saved from COVID of everyone I listened to then. And I have all these things I've written, and they've been published a few times. I haven't got anything for that. And I've have 3 poetry books I wrote when I was a teenager, but I never published those yet. I've done every kind of job there is, just about, other than like modeling, acting, singer. So, something that, yeah, that's what people want to do, their dream career kind of thing. I've been married 3 times, raised kids, got no kids, divorced, but I can't let go of the world and all that comes with it, or that came collecting on me. And then I wake up this morning to, oh, there it goes, new message. Just something that happens to me about once a month lately. Who knows who it is? It's always probably, who knows? It could be the same person that's been doing this for years. Ever since COVID. It's probably happened 10 times. I'll get um, a random text. It says, hey, can you help me? Or something like that. And I'll be like, sure, whatever. Who is this? And they'll be like, oh, I'm Sylvia. Is this Bernadette? No, it's not Bernadette. Oh, well, you want to talk? And then I'll talk to him for a couple days, exchange pictures. Every single time it's an Asian chick, they want me to go over to meet up, and it goes nowhere. With and they always have some kind of backstory that they're like run their parents' textile business, and so they're in all this money or whatever, and the you know but they're wanting to chat with a nobody, and so that's kind of weird. And so this morning I wake up to that again, chatting with some random person who knows who I am probably. And where's he gonna go? Man, probably nowhere, like always. She's probably Asian. I guess we'll find out in a couple hours. Wow. I have a channel. I have all these amazing women I know of. But how to pick one out, especially if I couldn't pick one out, and some have rings and some don't have rings, and sometimes they wear rings, sometimes they don't wear rings. Maybe it's a costume ring. I mean, what's the point in pursuing somebody if they're already married, especially if, well, yeah, I got everything. Okay, I'm famous, yeah. But I live in my parents' basement. I don't have a car. I got all this debt. I don't have a job. Okay, well, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. And all the women, well, I got it all. So I was just thinking before I flipped this video. Yeah, so what am I really looking for in life? And then um what is it? Liar liar pops into my head about, oh, the boss, she's really riding me hard, or something like that came into my head, because I was thinking, damn, I It almost seems perfect that my wife would be my boss. Because that way, we'd already be tied together through business. And I like serving. And if things are going right, and she's happy, then I'm happy. I get paid. I got what I need. And we're tied together through the business. And if she's worth a lot of money, shit, I don't care. I'll sign a fucking prenup. Whatever. Because I'm not in it for a short haul. And this time, if she changes her mind, then fine. I'll sleep on the couch for a month or two until I get my own place, and then we can be done with it. We'll sign the papers, in court next month or something, and I'll go about my way because I'm kind of a serial monogamist, or I guess as the story goes throughout my life, I play the whole entire field, but I can't commit to any of them, and the relationships never go very far. So, what? I was just running into one out of the blue, and then, yeah, this one works. This one's a really good deal. And they fall for me, I fall for them. But then a year or two later, either they turn out to be psycho or just turn on me, or with the really good ones I had in my life, then through whatever friends or whatever, then I got mixed up in something else. And then if I broke up with them, it was because I believed that they deserved better. And that somehow something in me told me that I would just drag them down. It'd be better for them to find somebody else rather than to go through whatever I'm going to go through for the next couple of years. So obviously I'm a really good guy. But I need the woman of my dreams to employ me, so we could be there together every day, and the boss could be really riding me, so I help get my shit together. Because, well, it doesn't really matter what a guy has when it comes down to it. Like, oh, how great your job, or it's who you're going to come home to at night. At the same time as hey, if you wake up to go to see her at work, and she's your boss, you're building a relationship. That's an interesting concept. Then you're excited to go to work. At the same time, when you get paid, well, it's tied to your job, but it's not tied to your job. But it's tied to your future wife, but it's not tied to your future wife. Excited to go to work, excited to do a good job. And, around the house, whenever I've had a wife, I like fixing shit up and moving furniture and putting up decorations that she wants to put up together, or working on part of the house together, or cooking together, or that's who I am. Otherwise, shit, I can do everything myself. Or, without a partner, what's the point of life? But I don't want to be all negative and be like, well, fuck everybody. At the same time, as I've never really felt like that, I mean, for a moment, yeah, 100,000 times, but overall, no. I guess I have a natural, divine look at humans. Well, they're going to be how they're going to be, and they're going to be how they're going to be. I don't know. Especially if I came from the place of no place that everybody's been, but nobody ever stayed. And I've always been here in every rock, tree, valley, plant, in the wind, and watched the whole world grow, but I could never come then to show up and be like, okay, now here I am stuck in the middle with all of you. who's gonna have sex with me? God dang it. Can I have more than one? Well, right now I'd just like to have one. What? It's gonna come. I got to do all this shit, but they made somehow the nature of the world made it so that I can't have any of the things that normally a male of this species would require in order to get that and lock it down. Oh, I'm not allowed to have a job. Oh, you're not allowed to have any money. Oh, you're not allowed to have a vehicle. Oh, you're not allowed to have any of that stuff. You just got to talk to him every day. And so you got 5 views instead of the 5,000 you really got. But who cares about the numbers, right? Because you're just looking for number one, but I already got number 0. So who wants to get on one? Yeah. So I'm looking for my boss. The boss. I deserve everyone that's really good looking. But beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I've always been with pretty but average girls. Because that's a good balance. These ones that were too pretty are too much into material stuff. And then they pick a guy that's about the material stuff that he can provide. But love is immaterial, right? And even they say that, well, Jesus' world is not of this world. So then, well, okay, so rich girls, it's hard to find a woman that's rich in looks that isn't about some guy that could sweep him up and pay for everything. Yeah, what? So that she can get pregnant, or just be like, okay, now I'm gonna lay around the house. I'm gonna go shopping all day while you work and shit. You know, it's just tricky at that balance. Looks aren't everything, but if you gotta wake up to it every day for the rest of your life, and you have as much experience as I have, well, yeah, why not be picky? Just a little bit. I deserve something every time for the next 40 years. When I come around the corner and I see her, I'm like, God damn, I want to jump on that right now. Holy shit, it's actually in the same room with me? Should I just run over and take it? Should I sneak around and like surprise her? So there's my thoughts for this morning. Probably do a tarot reading or two later. For what it's worth, I don't know. You're just putting yourself out there for whatever reason we put ourselves out there. And share what it is we have to share as if someone else might need it or care. But if there's somebody out there for everyone, I don't know why I have so many options, but I don't have any way to get there. Which is a real confusing problem. Especially if some of us have spent 3 or 4 years together. And we're still on day one, the first page. And no matter how much I could give or, make it exciting, I'll do a dance for you, I'll sing you a song, okay? But still, we're still here at this distance. And so, but then I throw all my time and everything into work and making money or whatever. Yeah, whatever happened in my life, every time I ended up getting splitting up from somebody, and then all of a sudden, hey, in a month or two, I paid off their debts or got rid of them. They're part of dragging on my life, and now I got all this extra money. Or after splitting up, it might take a year or two, but then as soon as I'm comfortable, I'm like, I get everything I want. I'm like upgrading my car all the time, like a teenager. Like I'm like sprucing up the house, like just to have it perfect, like all brand new everything. Then all of a sudden, a woman walks into my life just to fucking trash the goddamn thing. So I guess that's why in my life right now, I'm just kind of hanging back because, well, anything can change at any time. But from my experience, I'd rather kind of have it all at once, because unlikely that the woman of my dreams is in this town, and neither is a job that they're all just jobs. Even the highest career is just a job, and I need those two things to go together. But then that means that somebody's got to cherry pick me as a diamond out in the rough. And what are the odds of that? But then to go shopping for, hey, I'm looking for somebody with some money. Well, that's not what it's about. Hey, I'm looking for some, no, I'm just me. And they say, well, whatever belongs to you will come to you. Well, that's kind of bullshit too, because everyone can be playing cock block and making sure that nothing gets to you until you do something, or until the situation's set up just right. Because if it's a worldwide conspiracy and we're all surveillance and everything's tracked and algorithms and there's communities involved, then yeah, right. I have a hard time feeling like I'll ever find love, even though I can find it all day long. Can't get to it. Spend all my time working to make money just to get a car again, just to build it all up, just so that like some girl like just text me, it's 37 from San Francisco or whatever, then to build up for a year or two just to go visit her, just to find myself in disappointment again, or to move there, and then shit goes south as soon as I get pulled into her spider web, and then she's gonna eat my head and leave me for dead, and then at 46 or 47, then I'll be calling home again and saying, hey, I need somebody to come get me. It's a bitch fucked me over again. So I guess that's it for now.